turn the microphone on. Welcome back, everybody. I was just saying, but with the microphone off, that life's been crazy lately, so I've kind of pushed the vlog to the wayside. I shouldn't do that, I know, but it happens. I was on vacation and I had a very limited amount of free time, so all my time in the morning had to go to getting my grad class stuff done. But now I've finished one of my grad classes, the Creativity in Crisis class, which was, I linked it in the first video, I'll link it again, but it was an awesome class, just loved it, based on Sir Ken Robinson's books, Creativity Out of Our Mind, or Out of Our Minds, Learning to Be Creative. Love that guy. Yeah, and then so I was also just busy with vacation stuff, and busy vacations are good vacations, right? We went to Kansas City, we gotta go to see a ton of stuff. I'll be posting like a supercut of all that stuff here when I get the chance to sit down and do it, so hopefully sometime soon. I wanted to get back to vlogging because it's something that I want to try to do daily, ideally. I mean, I have realistic goals in how to approach this, but I do want to do it daily. Whether that happens or not, or whether I get a video out every day, is another story. But here, so first let me just recap a little bit of the feedback that I got from my last video, because I tried to do kind of like a product review and then do the vlog stuff. That was not a great idea. So I think what I'll do in the future is I might kind of do it in a similar way, but I'll just split the review and the vlog into two different videos, and then people that want to watch the review can watch the review, people that want to watch the vlog can watch the vlog. And yeah, it doesn't have to, you don't have to skip through something that you don't want to see. And I'm going to throw out a mini itty bitty product review here, just because I need to. I have been filming with like a pretty budget umbrella lighting kit from Amazon, and I'll link it below, and I linked it in other videos, but I only used that umbrella kit maybe 15 times, and one of the switches broke on one of the back of the lights, and I had to start using like a knife to like go in and poke it to turn it on and off, and then the part that I poked broke, so had to send it back. Didn't even last a month. Would not recommend anybody purchase that kit. So I'm looking into getting another kit right now. So if my lighting's off a little bit in here right now, it's because it's a homebrew setup with just a couple of lamps that I made. Let me show you here real quick. So we got this guy over here, little paper towel diffuser, and then we got just a lamp back there. Not a great lighting setup for today's video, but you know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I didn't want that to stop me. I didn't want something like that to stop me from making videos. So let's get into it, shall we? I was, and I still plan on doing a video about why just my thoughts on maybe why some people are scared of technology and using technology and using new technologies in the classroom. But I don't want to really get into that today because I have other things on my mind. For my Creativity in Crisis class that I just finished up, one of my final assignments was I had to say why creativity was so important. Whew, like what an undertaking to try to disseminate my thoughts on the importance of creativity in like 3 paragraphs. I did it. It seemed to be well received by my instructor and other people in the class. So I wanted to kind of just share with you those thoughts. I guess what it comes down to is that for me, why creativity is so important is because I kind of have a similar view to Ken Robinson on what creativity is, and that his definition is
process of having original ideas that have value.
If you think of creativity as fitting within that definition, then you have to make the jump to, if all original ideas come from creativity, then without creativity, we would be nowhere. We would be nothing. Like our race would not have progressed at all. The default is to want to say, well, we'd be stuck back in the Stone Ages. But the truth is that without creativity, the Stone Ages would have never happened. Even a simple idea like taking a rock to smash open a nut so you can eat the fruit that's inside of it. That was a creative idea once. That was at one point a novel idea. Without those simple little novel ideas to get us going, so we could then progress on to agriculture and cooking, which eventually freed us up immensely with our time, that allowed us to think about other things and come up with other new ideas to build better houses, build better towns, build better communities, so on and so forth, until we progress, and then all of a sudden we live in the society we have today, which I'm sure some people have their gripes with. We all do. I mean, it's not perfect, but there's no denying the progress that has happened for the human race over the last 2,000 years. It's been substantial, insane amount of progress. In the last 40 years, there's been an insane amount of progress. And this might come into play really when we talk about why some people are scared of technology, is the progress is like hyper speed right now. It's crazy. I guess my thoughts on creativity and why it's so important is that without it, we'd be nowhere, right? We'd have no new ideas. We wouldn't ever be moving forward. We'd be dealing with the same problems that we're always dealing with, never making any new solutions, never progressing. Here's the thought process then, is that creativity, a little new novel idea might not seem like a lot in the moment, but it's like evolution. You got to think of it like evolution. We're talking large scale here. So every single one of those small incremental changes leads to eventual substantial progress. You might not see it day to day, you might not see it week to week, you might not even see it month to month. But if you think about year to year, and just think about technology, I mean, it could be anything, but if you just think about technology, year to year, there's huge jumps. It might not be huge jumps, or not considered, not right now anyway, because our tech was already pretty great the last few years. So a new iPhone, yeah, they're better than the old ones, but like the old ones are pretty awesome still too. So it might not seem like that great, but yet we still want to go buy a new iPhone, right? Or a new, MacBook or whatever. I guess this is my point, is these small changes, they might not seem like a lot at the time and people might disregard them at the time, but we're working towards something, right? We're working towards a larger goal, and that's what we all need to keep in mind. Yeah, I just think that's pretty much it. Without creativity, we'd be getting nowhere. For those of you out there who are creating, who are putting out your original ideas, right? They might seem little at the time, and they might not seem important, but it's important to share those ideas through YouTube or Facebook or Reddit or whatever other means, or just talking to somebody. Um, whatever means you want to share it, you should be sharing your ideas if you have novel ideas, because it's all those little ideas that are going to help move our society forward and solve the problems that we need to solve. Creators out there, keep doing it. People that aren't creators out there, start creating, right? You have it in you. You can do it. Creativity is not for a select few. It is everybody. Everybody has the ability to create. So start tapping into yours. Do a daily vlog. Do morning pages where you write down your thoughts. Do doodles while you eat breakfast. Do something to get your creative juices flowing so you can share your ideas with the world, because they matter and they'll help us move forward.